Hello everyone, this is Andy's Free Guitar Chart videos here. Happy Easter weekend to everybody. Little sound check. E-shaped C, A-shaped F, C-shaped A flat, G-shaped E flat, F minor, A minor shaped, and then my favorite is the E minor shaped C minor. Okay, so this is all because I'm down C tuned. Okay, so here's your E is up here, and I have a little problem with my wrist today, so I can't just grab that bar chord real fast. E tuned where you are, the green note, D tuned, the light purple note, and the yellow note is down C tuned. So that's good. Let's take a look at today's chart. Again, happy Easter to everybody. It's a beautiful spring day. It's just raining. There's a big kind of a cool front blowing through the entire east of the U.S. We got chart 502 here, modal long pentatonic cages, modal triads, and pentatonic scales. We'll be focusing on pentatonics, and that means way up here in the Ionian box here, but they're all the same, but they're not. In the Ionian box, we have the pentatonic scale, root 2, 3, 5, 6. I have it right here, root 2, 3, 5, 6, root 2, 3, 5. This 5 is doubled, so you just choose which one you want to play, and then 5, 6, root 2, 3. This one's on the open string. It's good for open string. This one over here is good for the cage play away, which is the shape that we're looking at here is RED. So the RE string shape is root 2, 3. The D is kind of TMI in the RE string shape, so it's just root 2, 3. And the D pentatonic here starts on 2, key of C, D would be the second note. So it'd be 2, 3, 5, 6, root 2, 3, 5, 6, root 2, 3. The RE long would be root 2, 3. It would play right into that D. But when we get up to the 3 on the RE string shape, we can then cut out of the C string shape here, 3, 4, 5, over to 5, 6. And pentatonic would just be the 5, 6, and then root 2, 3. So that would be just like that. Otherwise, we'd be playing the entire D, that short D pentatonic. Okay, so that's how that works. Now let's go ahead to the fourth shape and the fifth shape in the 1, 4, 5. So we'll scoot past the second and the third minor on over here to the fourth and the fifth. But I want to show you if I can fit it in there. Okay, so this is going to be the Lydian and the Mixolydian. Fifth, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, root 2 for the fourth pentatonic. And of course the original pentatonic C, D, E, G, A. They're all in the key of C. But I want to show you that where'd our Ionian go? It's right over here. Okay, so when you have the fifth, the Ionian is the fourth of the fifth, and these are a fourth away in these big long cages. But the thing that doesn't make sense is that the fourth would start on the fifth shape substitution, and the 5th would start on the 4th shape substitution. So these are shape substitutions. Okay, so let's look at this. We have the 4th and the 5th here. Now over here we have the 5th here. Look at this shape. Okay, does that shape look anything like this? No. Does this shape look anything like this one? Yes, because the 5th shape, the shape that starts on the 5, which is the 4th, why? Because when we have an E shape on the root, we have 5 root 3 there. The 4th of the E shape is the A shape here, root 4, 6. So the 4th of the E shape is the A shape, and the A shape starts on the 5 here. You see what I'm talking about? Because when you're playing your A shape, E in Regulus tuning becomes the 5th. E becomes the 5th of the key of A, which is the 4th of E, which is A. So that's why we have the 5 down there. It's a little tricky, but I'll just keep giving it to you until you get it. And then the 4th over here, what does that look like? That looks more like our Lydian over here. So we have 2 on the right, 2 shorts on the right, 2 longs, and then a 1, 2, 3 over in the Lydian. 2 shorts on the right, 2 longs, and then a 1, 2, 3, and a right justified short on top. So you can see that in the Lydian cage over here, we're going to substitute this for the 4th, for the 5th shape over here, and for the 4th shape we're going to substitute the Mixolydian, these shapes of the Ionian. So when we move the Ionian up, we get our 1, 2, 3 here on the 2nd string. When we move our Ionian down, we get the 1, 2, 3 down here. Well, we should get it. Let's see what we got now. Down for the 5th, there it is. There's our 1, 2, 3. It goes straight down there. Now let's look at that 2nd string down. Okay, so we had in the Ionian here, if we take this and move it down, we're going to be moving this shape right here down, this 5, 6. Is it going to go straight down so that we have a short left justified down there? No. No, we don't. We don't have the short left justified down there because it went to the left. Okay, it went to the left. So when this one goes to the left, we have a long left over there, and there it is, the reverse warped long string shape. I have split the vertical columns with the modal chords in each mode. Okay, I've put a spacer here so you can see what's going on here, but let's look at this. Let's grab this Mixolydian R3-5 box. Okay, so in other words, on the 5th of the key that we're in, we're going to play the root 3-5 here. See, I've put the numbers in here for us. 2, 4, 6. This is the D minor, the 2nd minor. Now let's just look at that, the difference right there. This is the 5-3-5 Ionian in the Mixolydian box. Okay, so if you follow the diatonic of the root key starting from 5, you'd play a Mixolydian. 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, because the 4 is the dominant 7th of the Mixolydian. Okay, so Here you're not going to see the same pattern here, because here the white notes, the highlighted notes. Now, I mean, these aren't ivories. Ivories would be, at least root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It would be the diatonic scale, okay, in that hypothetical key. 572 is outlined here so we can see the pattern. So you can see it's not the same pattern there. So we play a pentatonic scale for the fourth and the fifth substitutions. For the third, we just go ahead with that fifth pentatonic scale. For the fourth minor, we go ahead with the fourth pentatonic scale substitution. For root, we've got root 2, 3, 5, 6, and for the sixth minor, we've got 6, root 2, 3, 5, which is the root scale pentatonic, just starting from the sixth. Now for the seventh, we're going to use this raw pentatonic off of the second. So it's, okay. You can see this pattern is not the same as this pattern. Okay, but what this pattern is the same as, this pattern is the same as the 4C to A pattern. So here we have it. Here's your 4C A pattern, okay, and here's 4C to A pent. So the fifth Mixolydian pentatonic, okay, so remember, we can't play them, there is no Mixolydian diatonic. I mean, it's either a Mixolydian or it's an Ionian.